So guys, I want to talk Brook. Guys, there's been a lot of slandering. There's been a lot of people, you know, on Brook's side, on Khan's side. There's many Khan fans that saying Brook's this, Brook's that. There's many Brook fans saying Khan's this, Khan's that. Let's put all of that to one side. Let's put all of that to one side, right? Forget who you're a fan of. Whether you're a fan of Khan, whether you're a fan of Brook. Forget that a second, right? This fight needs to happen in 2019. It needs to happen in 2019. It's got to the point where it's getting a bit silly. It's getting a bit silly. You know, it needs to happen. Whether Amir Khan goes to fight Terence Crawford in April, he needs to fight Kell Brook in 2019. Whenever, he needs to fight Kell Brook in 2019. I think the fight's too big. Listen, Amir Khan can earn about 10, 12 million from the fight. Kell Brook can earn a decent payday from the fight. I think Amir Khan, personally, I think he's going to take the fight. I think he's going to take the fight with Brook, if I'm honest with you. I think the writing's on the wall. I think he probably knows that, you know, a lot of people want him to take the fight. Don't get me wrong, I won't be surprised if he goes down the Terence Crawford route. Which again is a fantastic fight, a fight that I think he can win. Although there's many people that are doubting him and don't think he can win, I think Khan can win. I think Terence Crawford stylistically, especially if Khan can turn up and be the best Amir Khan, I think stylistically Crawford's style plays into his hands, if I'm totally honest with you. But it's just whether Amir Khan is this old Amir Khan. But the Kell Brook fight really needs to happen. I think the British public are dying to see it. There's been a lot of bad blood, you know, there's been a lot said, and, you know, park that all to one side. Park that all to one side, what has been said about, you know, Amir Khan questioning Kell Brook's sexuality and Kell Brook taking shots at Khan, and just forget all of that. The fight needs to get done. The fight needs to get done. If the fight gets done, you're probably going to hear a lot worse. Both guys going at each other. Like Eddie Hearn said, if this fight gets made, you're going to hear a lot of worse things being said, and I can see that happening. I can definitely see that, you know, Kell Brook and Khan's coming out with a lot of things below the belt, but that's just gonna happen because they don't like each other. They don't like each other, and they can't really stand each other. I do think this fight, once it gets made and then they have the press conference, it's gonna be a huge fight. It's gonna be a huge fight, a massive fight. I honestly think, and I'm not just saying this, but I honestly think you'd probably have to make Khan the slight favourite now. I think Brook is probably past his best. I think Khan is probably past his best, but I think Khan's still got his X factor, his speed. I think Kell Brook's lost an edge, if I'm honest, especially after seeing him against Zarafa. It might have been a bad performance, don't get me wrong, but normally Kell Brook, if you look throughout his career, when he's fought guys of that level, he normally puts them away emphatically, and he wasn't able to do it. And he said he thought he had the best training camp in, you know, ever, and he still couldn't put the guy away. So that suggests to me that maybe Kell Brook's lost an edge, lost something, and that was at 150. Him having to cut more weight to come down to 147 is going to be difficult. But what I don't want is, I don't want any excuses. If Kell Brook makes 147 and he loses to Amir Khan, then there can't be any excuses that he was weight drained, because Kell Brook chose to take that fight at 147. He doesn't have to take the fight against Khan. He could go and fight Jarrett Hurd. So there shouldn't be any excuses if Kell Brook takes a fight and loses to Amir Khan. Likewise, if Kell Brook beats Amir Khan, then there's no excuses for me. I'll give Kell Brook all credit, even though everyone knows that I'm a Khan fan. I'll give Kell Brook massive credit. I'll give Kell Brook massive credit if he can beat Amir Khan. You know, and he deserves it. But I wouldn't want, you know, the fact that Kell Brook's struggling to make weight, make an excuse, or Kell Brook fans come out with excuse that, oh, Kell Brook was weight drained, because Kell Brook knows that before. He's choosing to make 147. There shouldn't be any excuses like there were in the Errol Spence camp. Not camp, but after the fight, there was excuses that he struggled to make the weight or whatever. He had to come down from 160. That's not an excuse anymore, because now you're choosing to make the weight again. So yeah, guys, this is a fight that I really want to happen. Whether it happens early in the year, Khan fights Crawford, then fights Brook, this fight needs to happen in 2019. Otherwise, if this fight doesn't happen in 2019, I think it's fair to say the fight will never happen. Because I do think Amir Khan and Kell Brook are only a couple of fights away from retirement now. I think they're not. I think they haven't got long left, if I'm totally honest with you. And I think if Khan and Brook fight next, I think whoever loses that fight may just call it a day. But leave your thoughts, guys, and let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.